then, yoga. Turns out I do quite a lot of that. Look at me, my calm persona. My beautifully toned body, not so much. And you know, my tie-dye. Oops, I forgot that one too. But honestly, I do yoga, I promise. Look, I can take my foot and I can put it precisely nowhere near my head. Because the people who can put their foot somewhere behind their head are generally not freaks of nature, not human pretzels. People who get up every single morning and practice. They practice putting their legs behind their head. To be honest, that's the major difference between them and me. I get up about 4 mornings a week and practice. The other mornings, bed is way more attractive. That's why I can't put my leg behind my head. But regardless of your leg and your head and all of those kind of yogic things, one thing yoga people love is granola. Who doesn't love granola? Well, my wannabe best friend Caitlin Miranda's like granola. She says it's muesli covered in toffee and only wabs like it. I like granola. Maybe I'm a wab. Sorry, Caitlin. And I'm going to show you how to make a really simple homemade version of granola. Because the stuff in the supermarkets pretty much is muesli covered in toffee for wabs. This, actually tasty, actually nice, and won't make your blood sugar climb to about 1 million. So here you go. First of all, what you do is you get a bag of nuts. You open the bag of nuts and you measure out a mugful. Pretty mug. And who would have thunk? 250 gram bag of nuts equals 1 mugful. Oh, it's like I planned this or something, isn't it? Then what you do is you get a chopping board and you roughly chop the nuts. Not into like tiny, tiny, tiny little pieces. Just the big giant nuts. You want to chop the big giant nuts. Nobody likes giant nuts. Well, not at breakfast time anyway. Chop, 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 chop. Nuts. So we have some roughly chopped nuts and we put them into a bowl. Like so. Then what we do is to our mugful of nuts we add a mugful of porridge oats from our fancy middle class cooler jar. I do yoga. I eat granola. Maybe Caitlin's right. Maybe I am a wab. And you put your oats into your nuts. Complicated, right? Then we get a big tablespoon. Big tablespoon. Not little tablespoon. Big spoon. And you use it to measure out 2 big spoons of brown sugar. Like so. And then you use it to measure out 2 big spoons of light olive oil. It's my drizzler again from Italy. Ain't it pretty? Dum-de-dum-de-dum, drizzle, 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 drizzle. Leave the big spoon in the bowl. You're going to need that in a minute. Then you get some cinnamon from a dinky little bucket. I can pretend it's middle class and pretentious, but I got it in the pawn shop. And you add your cinnamon to your mix. Then you stir. Stir well. Stir good. Stir proper. Sorry about the interruption there. I had to tell my husband to go away. This YouTube video will carry on. He loves it. And then put your mixer in a baking tray whenever it's all mixed up like this. transfer that mixture to the oven for about 15 minutes. In that 15 minutes, you can do pretentious middle class things like yoga and knitting your own yogurt and enjoying lentils and drinking wine in the garden with your husband. See you in 15. Still nowhere near my head. Just gonna have to keep practicing, I think. Not gonna happen anytime soon, is it? Oh well. Would you look at that? My granola is ready. Excellent. There you have it. Muesli coated in toffee. And a really nice breakfast with yogurt and fresh fruit. Whether you've done yoga first or not. Whenever it's all cooled down, you can even put it in a Kilner jar and pretend your life's on Pinterest. Awesome! Anyway, if you like this recipe, you can get more on www.littlepinkkitchen.co.uk. Pluggy plug plug!